Yes, I did fight with his mother and sister. I fought his sister. And I fought his mother. However, I battled his mother since his mother was hurling his face at me, insulting him, disrespecting me the moment when I was unable to nothing but to beat the shit out of her. The next day, her daughter arrived. I beat her up at the other home. Never touch me like that. So you instruct your daughter to please. Her Blueface and Chrisean are among the most online. Couples that are poisonous and repulsive, they are beating each other all the time. Conflict between each other's families members. And disparaging one another on their connection on social media is hazardous and must cease. Therefore, let's enter in the past. Reality TV dating series were much more well-liked. We had programs like Flavor Flav or Rock of Love were crazy. And you consider dating these days series, such as The Bachelor or Bachelorette, which are very different. However, there was a reality program. It occurred in 2020 and gave birth to one of the most poisonous partnerships on social media. We'll be discussing rapper Blueface and his Chrisean Rock's girlfriend back in 2020. Blueface made the decision to host a reality program at his house with many ladies vying right away for his affection. Chrisean was well liked by fans due to her had a strong personality, and she eventually gained Blueface's affection and was signed by his record company. And even despite Chrisean's success on his Zeus network and the show, she had to battle her way to the end line. They seem like they already applause fighting. So I'd want to tell you folks who these two individuals are, and a brief chronology of their connection since it's somewhat frightening. These two are arguing all the time. And Zeus Network is very shameful because promoting this in the first place of their partnership. Blueface terminated Khan for allegedly taking his vehicle. In February of 2022, Khan allegedly stole his vehicle before being taken into custody in Oklahoma for currently possessing drugs. These two were in a terrible situation. Battle, which was widely shared on social media. He posted about her giving her a call. Labels accusing her of being stupid for believing she could take a car to Baltimore is unsure. Whether he was present or why she was attempting to get there. But it was not attractive to any of them. Then the whole Blueface crew made the decision to turn against CA, who is really his manager, accused her of stealing and called her out. He did get money from his artist Chrisean, defending herself at an interview with Prison without a jumper. Of course. And she said that she had previously been adjusting her detention and that she required this opportunity to recover, which is why we like rehabilitation. Take your time and get out of this poisonous mess. Don't worry, it's all right. I can't hold you because it snowed in here. I was really tinkering. But I'm going to be AI take this time to really recover. Buck was recovering from a lot of, I'm not. You have a lot of, and I have a lot of things I'll be sharing with you. But I don't be sharing everything with you, so you understand. How did it go? Well, I'm going to be out and I'm eager to release my song for you guys, and I are eager to just become better. Rock you, I suppose, prior to her going on this car and were taken into custody. Bickering. She broke into his house, and at that point, she repeatedly stole money. Blueface and the automobile would not have known that Chan was the one. But she chose to put "I love blue and blood" on his wall, and I signed it. What kind of "I can't take this anymore" diabolical? If you believe that writing on blood is unacceptable, it really gets worse there. Partnership. I suppose at some point Chrisean really engaged in combat with Blueface's mother, which that going down is unimaginable, yet in May 2022, a few days after Chrisean's Blueface's face tattooed on her neck, she ran afoul of his relatives. In fact, Blueface's mother stated, "Everything I am aware that my kid will never bring. That individual has never been around my family. Once again in life." And that's all that Khan indicated, that things had to the moment his family abandoned her nooption. But you engaged in brutal combat. Yes, I did fight with his mother and sister. I engaged in combat with his sister, his mother, since she was hurling nar. I get me getting his face, insulting him. Disrespecting me at the moment when I was unable to lead a battle her. She hurled like a bottle of Gatorade and 2 glass jars in my face, said, "If you do it again, I was going to give her to you." But she got in my expression when he says that, so I'm like, I have to defend. Therefore, I simply referred to myself as my mother. Crackhead. And I'm already inebriated, beat the living daylights out of her. The next day, her daughter arrives at I beat the living daylights out of her. Appreciate folks approaching me as if I might have to deal with sweeping. So that's what transpired later in 2022. Khan and Blueface really got physical. Khan's arrest was made public via TMZ for criminal trespass misdemeanor charges in unruly behavior, but was freed from custody when the outlet said that the girlfriend of the rapper struck him in the face at Whiskey Row. Blueface says that a bar in Scottsdale, Arizona, that the only reason she was detained was trespassing without attacking him, and that seems to be true. However, you probably know whether she received, he just didn't push him physically, charges, which is a serious warning sign. That's because they obviously did receive physical contact with one another, and there are images and videos to support it. So I'm not sure why Blueface is defending her, but I think they both get physical contact not even after a month. There was a physical Blueface and Chan's confrontation father, and it was obviously being videotaped. It was outside the 4 for the performance seasons. Really, there isn't. They both become physical in this lesson, with one another, which is similar to really awful, and I can't fathom liking when you return from this. Don't touch my like that every time you instruct your daughter to touch. That moment scares me so much that I can't imagine being a part of this because it must affect your brain in some way. Like as PTSD might interfere with your feelings, your levels. I mean, you can't feel comfortable after experiencing something similar. I mean, I would most likely confine myself my house till you find out. But naturally, this pair enjoys sharing anything, and they are trouble-free. Expressing their true feelings to the world, Chan's father is said to be missing much of her life, which is most likely why Blueface initially disliked him, where she really posted on Twitter, the father who was knocked out was the same man who bound my mother in the woodlands to defeat her because she would scream loudly around the house whenever he would defeat her. Oh my god. What so? He made a special effort to harm my entire family. The same father I met when it was 7, someone was meant to knock. He out a long time ago. So it seems that she was appreciative of what he done. And Blueface naturally won by sharing it on his Instagram story. Just a month ago, he became her new father. Chan then went live on Instagram. He placed his hands on that blue face to share it. Her face seemed to be battered. As she described, with passion, what had she said that he had broken her lip? Her nose. He went on to claim that she was lying, and they just returned, and she was lying, and they just returned, and it's all because to Blueface says he saw her sending an SMS. Another man named Chrisean clarified that things become worse when she tried to get out of a car they were. He will pull me as we are both riding back in and strike me in the mouth because she stated that she wanted to leap out of the vehicle because he felt too at ease striking her in the face a day later. Khan Strolled support her allegation of domestic abuse by stating that Blueface attempted to protect her from, accuses herself of hurting herself because she had unpleasant journey with the Casamigos and she attempted to leap off the vehicle and he was attempting to stop her on the highway from leaping. And it seems to be, she's like domestic violence 101. They are always returning what had really occurred. And as I've said that these two like sharing, therefore they share all the terrible tales. And there was no such interview with Blueface. Instructed security personnel to seize his girlfriend outdoors after the tense after Chrisean's interview. Drama broke out. Said that she thought she was being gaslit when they were speaking 30 after a few minutes of the conversation. Blueface disclosed that he intended to complete the interview, but he continued to tell Chrisean to let go of him and eventually rose up. And before long, Chrisean was extracted from the interview by later. Security returned to complete the interview with Blueface. Blueface really informed No Jumper that he was the only one who was patient enough to. This whole exchange with her is amazing. Weird. Let's watch it. You two should chat about this. Dude, we have the sexiest pair right here, on the internet at the moment. Would you mind if I asked you a question? Can I ask you a question to acquire Vile? Query, you're saying, it's the life we chose. I stated that's awful. But I'm not evil. Expressing what you're attempting to communicate, and I'm trying to get petrol. So please allow me. I don't like it when people don't speak for themselves. Me up in a discussion. Allow me to speak for. I believe I'm done, but it's delicate. What you intend to do, I believe I'm going to finish. No. Do you not want to handle things on your own? Are you saying that I should do it alone? You're staring at me. Wait, listen to I'm telling Sawain. No, because you're being strangely. You may identify that Blueface as annoyed by Chrisean, and she doesn't feel as if he is really listening to her. Seeing things from an external perspective, viewpoint, I would simply state that these two individuals are incompatible, and there are a lot of folks that don't, beat yourself up to be with someone you're not supposed to be if you show respect. You will still be able to discuss and evaluate the circumstances, but yes, I believe it's the finest right now. She's just off that Hennessy. Come on, dude. Could you kindly come here, Elle? No, I have to take you. You arrive. Why did he come here, bro? What do you like? Why are you acting that way, Blue? What are you doing? Pour the camera down. Or you had to moisten your camera. Don't worry about what all right, moisten your C. How are you? I mean, that's very intense. She's having mental health issues, or perhaps there were drug problems at the time. Considering the manner in which she was playing, it made me think of someone who's really sobbing for assistance or just experiencing a rage tantrum. But things must have improved after that interview since January 2023. In fact, they were married in a musical. They performed a song together in the video named Dear Rock. And I've heard the music is very intriguing. She was spotted wearing a bride's outfit, looking for wedding gowns in the city, most likely for this music video. As well as it's not like I'm rapping in here. I mean, I love rap. But this Blueface wops didn't work for me. I apologize. Rock for what I did to your parents, but he struck me first. So I would be damned if I allowed it to happen. Someone else take my place. I'm yours. Daddy is unable to alter anything at this time. However, he also acknowledges that he sort of likes the top-beating ladies as if he were WS, because when my daughter touched a male, I would first let her know that she must quit, because although I won't strike any ladies initially, I will had a B word back without thinking, darn it. I think that when she strikes him, which she obviously has hands and he will protect himself. But soon after we discover in the song video that Khan is not, I'm only pregnant, but I'll be alone. She immediately made her pregnancy public with his infant in January. But subsequently, they announced that Blueface had succeeded, making it apparent to the world that he desires. He says she had a paternity test, been with 10 different guys in the last year, and he doesn't think he's according to the father Chrisean. Blueface only responded in that manner because they were naturally, when aren't they in a fighting, and I suppose she started to enjoy Baltimore with her pals. Perhaps that's where she's from, and he didn't like thing. Thus his response was identical to yours. I understand a small-scale battle tactic, but I really see it as the start of the end of their connection. But it's obvious that they've had a now. A small number of them shout like, oh my god, foo. Since first I wasn't, it was nothing to me when I became pregnant. We're attempting since initially I was getting pregnant. And then I feel like 3 times with him before it reached a breaking point. When he expressed his desire for a family, I want to have a child with you, having my baby BL so he may begin. Insane. I believe it's fair to state that their parents are not very fond of their companion, and of course, Blueface's mom wasn't pleased to hear that Chrisean was potentially pregnant and charged her with Blueface doesn't benefit from pretending, was refuting the news when it was revealed that he was the father. So many people adopted the story that she was maybe fabricating it, despite the fact that she was sharing all of these pregnancy tests. Khan clarified by stating that they split before she became aware of her pregnancy and that she did not engage in any sexual activity with any other man, and naturally. Blue Mom made remarks about her Instagram story claiming that his son's girlfriend was seen showing off her stomach on Blue's Instagram stream. She claims that the Chrisean was intentionally sticking out of her tummy, and there was no way that she may just be 2 months pregnant, which is amusing since the mother of Blueface is basically accusing her of protruding her belly, and protruding it to seem pregnant for the. She also posted a story on Instagram. Liv tell her to arrive at if she is pregnant, the Hollywood ultrasound clinic, and tomorrow. I'll pay for it, and it really as it happens. They do follow through, due to Blueface's mother's posting Chan lying in an Instagram video or post back with her legs on the tall hospital bed. This video was really released by his mother on her gospel-themed Instagram story song. The gospel song has to be removed, since it's sort of copyrighted of a charming video, so perhaps they will to all return collectively. His mother's maturation is adorable, to go handle the Chrisean and attempt to create this family work. But I don't believe that. You know, I don't understand their connection. I don't believe they are together. They will endure. And I really hope a kid is not placed between the two of them, because they are becoming intimate with one another. Other, in public, is only a hint of what is most likely taking place in private, and nobody should have to live in such an environment. Thus, I'd want to know what. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you in a new video shortly. Goodbye. Guys.